Episode 68, All the Everything Podcast. I'm Billy. That's Tim. Tim, how are you doing on this fine, snowy day?
Oh man, I am cold and I'm sick of being cold. I'm gonna just tell you,
Yep.
for anybody who's dealing with the coldness out there, I'm sorry. I wish we could do something better for you. But that thing that we could do better for you is we could get you on a summer vacation. Even though it's not
That's
summer
right.
yet, but we can make you feel summery wherever you want to go. You want sunshine, the beach, anywhere but here or where you're at. We can get you there by visiting exclusivetravelpartners.com. Now,
That's
we got
right.
amazing agents and get you anywhere in the world, anywhere in this country. We'll make it happen for you. So if you're cold and you're feeling stuck, we can help you get out of that. And Billy, this guy, he can help you. He can
That's
be
right.
your travel agent. So, and he's fun. You'll love him. So reach on
Yeah.
out to us and we'll get you booked. That wasn't a
That's
planned
right.
commercial, but it just kind of turned out that way.
It happened.
Yeah, man, we got another like 3 inches of snow today on top of the
Man.
snow that has never melted or gone away. So I had to run out and get a haircut today, and the roads were crazy. Our neighborhood was a disaster getting out of it. Now, they had since fixed it by the time I came back, so that made it nice. But the roads were still a little slow, a little gross, and can't stand it.
Yeah.
So,
And we're just cruising in the 50s. So
yeah.
we're good.
Oh, you're in the
Yeah.
50s? All right. Which
Oh,
is
yeah.
probably still cold for you, right? This time of year?
Yeah, it's chilly. It's light jacket weather. You know, we don't do ice and snow well, and we haven't had any this year, thankfully. But I know y'all have gotten it. So
Yeah, our last storm we had like 16 inches of snow.
it's
And
ridiculous.
it's never gone away because it's, usually around here if we get the snow, it kind of melts off like within a week
Mhm.
because it doesn't stay below freezing. But it's been like below freezing, like negative wind chills every day and stuff. So
Oh, so now is it that nasty snow now where it's all getting dirty and kind of like
it's starting to get a little funky. You're getting that
yeah,
dirty snow, and that just
ugh,
makes it nasty. That's what the roads look like
yeah,
today. Is just a bunch of dirty snow.
gross,
Um,
yeah,
and it and anywhere you walk, your feet are getting nasty. They're getting covered in
yeah.
salt, and just I'm done with it. But
Sick of it. I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it. But what I did do this past weekend and this past week, I was in New York City
New
for
York City.
New York City for a business trip, and I got in there a couple days early, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to go walk around. But it was even more cold in New York. I had to buy like this special, really warm, like those warm trench coats you see like classy business people wearing. I had one of those gloves. I had to look behind the earmuff things you put them behind your neck. It was brutal. The wind felt like it was cutting you in half because it kind of like tunnels between all those buildings and just rips through
Yep.
you. It's
Yep.
so freaking cold. But besides the business part of it, which was great, I got to do 2 really fun things, Billy.
I know it. I'm jealous.
And the first thing, and I was super pumped about it, I got to go see Stranger
Stranger
Things,
Things.
The First Shadow. Now, I
Ooh.
didn't know what to expect with this because Billy told me he saw like a behind the scenes kind of thing, and I really had
Yep.
been trying to avoid looking anything at it because I didn't know really what it was even fully about. I had the idea. Billy, I'm telling you what, that was one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. It was awesome. Now, this doesn't go against musicals because it's not a musical. I'm talking about
Right.
the best dramatic type thing I've seen. Um, the boy or young man who plays Henry Creel,
Mm-hmm.
if everyone knows Stranger Things stuff, will know that name. And he was such an amazing actor. He absolutely killed it. And
Man.
um, I'm telling you what, and the show was like legit scary. And I knew it would probably be like, a little eerie or whatever, but the way they have it built in and you're surrounded in this theater and the sounds are like pulsating and bass dropping around you when these crazy things or the voice would change to like a more of a demonic loud. It was really creepy. And I'll tell you what, there were some jump scares that got you, but the last final thing that happens, I swear I screamed. I hit the people next to me, which luckily I knew them, and my heart was pounding through my chest. Like literally, like 5 minutes afterwards, we're outside. I'm like, my heart is still pounding. It hits you that much. It's one of those shows like where your stomach's always tense because you're just waiting for something else to happen.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's like that during most of the play, but especially the whole second act. it's just constantly like you're on edge waiting, and I think that's what gets you going. But amazing show. Yeah, it's really cool because, and I thought about you, Billy. They show all the people who went to Hawkins High School, like the people who are in the main show.
Yep.
You get to see Hopper in high school. You get to see Joyce. You got to see her loser boyfriend Lonnie. You get to see Bob.
Bob.
Yeah, good old Bob. And you get to see a bunch of people who they use. They'll say the names. You're like, oh, that's the mom of the person. Oh, okay.
Right.
They tie some things back together, but it's not like anything you've ever seen before. It's awesome. I don't want to give everything away, but if you can ever get to New York or if it starts traveling, go see Stranger Things First Shadow, especially if you're a Stranger Things fan. You're
Mhm.
gonna absolutely go crazy over it because it's so good.
Yep. And then you could watch the making of. You can watch the making of.
Oh yeah, where's that at?
On Netflix. Yeah, it's all like start to finish, like casting, writing, technical stuff, like you know, all the technical shows. It's just like from day one through them starting in London, and it's a great documentary. It's very entertaining. So if you're a Stranger Things fan too, that's cool to check out. And so I cannot wait to see that show. But you also did one more show that is on my bucket list of shows.
So yeah, after I told Billy what shows I was going to, he's like, "You son of a gun! These are the shows I want to see."
Right?
But I got to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Man.
And what was cool about that was what, Billy? You know who was playing there that day, didn't you?
Draco.
Tom Felton. Good old Draco mouthful. Yeah. He spits a bunch of those Potter type lines out in the show too, which is everyone just kind of went crazy for. Yeah. That was fantastic too. I had read the book when it first came out, but the book was written just like the play. So it was kind of like, so this person says this thing, you know, and I hadn't read that. It's been a long time since that came out. I'll tell you what, that was absolutely fantastic. The acting was great. The cinematic stuff that happens to you in the actual like theater there, the stuff that happens to you and stuff, it's just phenomenal. It's so cool. The effects are great. It's just amazing. Yeah. So most people probably know what it's about, but I mean, you had Dementors flying all over the place, like legit Dementors, like flying all over. Yeah, it was really cool. It was really really cool. So yeah. Sorry, man. But I had an amazing time. Let me ask you a question. These books they hand out at the thing, what are they called?
The playbills.
Right. So you see right here, it says playbill.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Now look at this one.
Showbill. Ooh.
Did I get a knockoff playbill?
Did you get a second hand off
yeah, this is gently used.
What is a showbill? Is that a British thing? Is that a British thing? I don't know.
I don't know. I only just noticed this right now as I was sitting here. I'm like, wait a minute. What the heck is that?
That was my nickname in high school.
I bet it was. Oh, hello.
What?
Well, hello, good sir. I thought it was more like playbill. That's how it starts. Showbill, then playbill. All right. We completely got off track there. Billy is a pervert.
No, I didn't say
it. But I approve because I laughed at it. So anyhow. So that's what I did this past week. It was super. It's always cool to be in New York City. I mean, even though it's cold, there's just such amazing things to look at and see. Plenty of people watching, and that's like the best part.
Yeah.
I did see one guy getting taken down by the police too. He was like fighting the police, and they had like 5 people swarm him and take him down. So that was interesting.
Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh snap!
Yeah. But yeah. So that was a side note to the amazing things that happened when I was there.
Well, that's cool.
Billy, can you beat that? What did you do?
I can't. Man, it has been just a routine week for the Parchment household. School, running these girls around to all their dances and art classes and all the things that little kiddos do during the week, and homework and all that fun stuff. The most exciting thing that's going on recently, I did order my new camera. I talked about it a couple of shows ago. So that is I am not patiently waiting for it to be mailed out and shipped to me because I want it now. I want it now. Dang it.
When are you supposed to get it?
Well, it says that it will be shipped out on Monday, and it is Friday. But I'm like, I bought it like 3 or 4 days ago. I want it shipped out 3 or 4 days ago. I'm ready
what are they
for
waiting
it.
on?
I know.
What do they have to do? Take it to Santa's workshop and like literally make it?
Right? I did get my
Tinkering?
lens I ordered like immediately. Like it was like almost the next day or maybe the day after. So my lens
So
came in
why would this
super.
take so long? Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. But dang it. I have to, and plus I have to plan on being here because I have to sign. It's something that actually I have to sign for.
Oh,
Otherwise I won't
yeah.
drop it off. So yeah.
I've had those things in the past where I was waiting on a like electronic thing and you're monitoring it the whole time. And like
Mhm.
I would have to go get the kids probably. I forget what it was. And I would literally leave signed notes on the door. This is my permission for you to leave it. This is my signature. Please
Yep.
leave it. Please don't take it back to sender. Like I was desperate. So I completely understand plotting around that timeline of being home.
But see, here's the thing. I'll let them take it because our mail people suck. I don't know what
Oh,
it is. I'm so perturbed with them. Like, okay, so we'll have this whole front porch, right? And they could
yeah.
take 2 steps in and put it there. They always sit it on the very edge where while it's raining. Like Michelle had gotten this package that
Oh,
it just
come on.
it was actively raining. They put it literally in the rain. And I'm like, I don't want to be a tattletale, but come on, guys. Or, you get the do not bend, like the school pictures, and they're all bent
No.
up in the mailbox. I'm
Always
like,
bad.
oh,
Always.
gosh.
Yeah.
So,
What's the point
yeah,
of do not bend on the thing? They always bend it.
goodness gracious. I'm getting aggravated. Sorry. I got to cool down.
But he's getting all
Drink me a
perturbed,
nice,
like he said.
give me some nice Dr. Pepper here. Oh, my gosh.
Drink.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Take a drink moment.
Yeah.
Take it in. Let it
All
wash
right. I'm
over
good.
you a little bit.
I'm good. I got that zestiness of my Dr.
Woo!
Pepper Zero. There you go. Okay. Sorry. My blood pressure is rising.
Okay. Take a deep breath and
Yep.
let's get going with this episode.
Well, there ain't nothing to it but to do it. Are you ready, my friend?
You better believe it. Let's get into all the everything, y'all.
All the everything, we've got it all. We've got it all, small, weird or tall. So grab your snacks, sit back, don't stress. Cause Tim and Billy talk about the randomness. Formation prone to UFOs. We'll take you where the weirdness goes. It's 2 guys talking way too loud about stuff that makes no sense, but we're kinda proud. Welcome to the madness.
Well, welcome back to yet another amazing episode of All the Everything Podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Tim Sawhook, and I'm joined by my man, my BFF, my sir, Billy Parchment. He just called me my sir a minute ago before we started recording.
I was like, what does that even mean?
I had to regurgitate it back to him. Billy, you are my sir all day.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I like. No, sorry. Dang it.
Go ahead, say it. Say it.
We'll just start riffing for like an hour and then be like, oh, here's 10 minutes of our actual topic of today's show.
Gone. I don't know. But it's all right. We can still go a little crazy. It's okay.
Yeah.
Because we're recording on a Friday, guys, and
It
it
is.
feels every bit like a Friday.
It does.
And
It does.
not that means a lot to you guys out there, but yeah. Anyhow, we got a great episode today. So what happens when we don't have any structure at the beginning? We just say words.
Mind words.
Mind. Say things. Anyhow, Billy, we said we had a good episode today. I'm really looking forward to this, and I think our people are going to love it too. What are we talking about, my friend? What are we doing?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, go pop that popcorn. Grab your Visine eye drops because we're going to lay down on that couch. We're going to turn on that TV and we're going to binge watch some TV, y'all. Right?
Woo!
So today we are talking about the most binge-worthy shows that we're watching right now that we love to watch over and over again. We're going to be talking about those shows that you could just put on, get comfortable, and just unplug from reality and just get immersed in these shows.
I love it. Can I ask more about the Visine? What happens? Your eyes get so dried out from watching.
Yeah, you get so dry from just, you just
well, you're
my
like,
eyes
grab
hurt
your
real bad.
Visine. I'm like, what's he talking about? Okay, I get it now.
Visine is the eye
Visine.
drop, right? That is the right thing, right?
Yeah,
I called it.
I'm
Right?
pretty
Okay,
sure.
good.
It took me a second. I was like, Visine. Oh yeah, it's an eye drop.
Because your eyes hurt real bad. They're dry.
Get some chapstick because your lips are going to chap out.
Real bad.
Take a water pill to get all that salt off your body. That's going to make you all swollen and feel bloated. Then you'll
That's
pee
right.
all day.
That's all right. But you have a pause button, so you're good.
You're good. Take your time. Take your time.
That's right.
But yes, there are so many binged shows out there right now. Things that I want, and you and I are going to talk about things that we've binged recently, and things like you mentioned again, things that you can binge over and over again that you've seen many times, which is over. That's what people over and over again means. If you couldn't figure that out, but yeah, so I'm excited to go into some of these. I wonder if we have any of the same things. I'm going to think we probably. For the things I'm watching, I don't know if you watch any of these things because I know Michelle doesn't watch a lot of TV, right?
No, she doesn't watch any TV at all. She doesn't have time, unfortunately. She would love to watch. Yeah, we've been still trying to watch this last season of The Chosen and haven't been able to. I can't watch it without her. And
that's a no-no. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the new season's about to come out again. So
dang it, Michelle. Take some time and just binge some TV. This one's for you, girl.
Yep,
poor thing. And so Leslie and I do watch shows together. So
you do.
We do watch a lot of shows together, but I also have ones I watch like when she goes to bed, like things I don't think she would like. Nothing inappropriate, just by the way. Made it sound like it was like dark after dark with Tim. This shows that I'm into that she's not into.
Right.
So we do a lot of that. But yeah, so I've got a handful of things. I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
Really, give me something that you just binged or you're binging right now. You kick us off.
Yeah. Well,
wherever you want to jump in.
I just finished so on Amazon Prime, there's a couple years ago, Chris Pratt came out with a series called The Terminal List. And I remember watching that back in the day. And you know, it's a Navy SEAL kind of suspenseful, like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? And it kind of shows action-packed, crazy. You know, when you involve the Navy SEALs, it's super cool. Well, they just came out with like a prequel to that called The Terminal List Lone Wolf. And in this one, it focuses on one of the main characters named Ben Edwards. He's played by Riggins from Friday Night Lights. You remember that show? Did you ever watch that?
I do barely
the
show. I remember more about the movie than the show.
Yeah, he also played. I can't think of his real life name. Dang it!
That's all right.
But he played Gambit in one of the old Wolverine movies. He has long hair. You would know him if you saw him, kind of thing. But yeah, so it's based on him. And I should go ahead and say we might say some spoilers. I don't know. Here and there throughout the show. Just so if you hear a show that you've just been really wanting to hear, if we start talking about it, just be prepared. There might be some kind of spoiler.
How about, to be fair, we say spoiler alert before you say anything that would ruin the show?
Okay, we'll try it. Yeah, we'll try to remember that. I'll do my best, ladies and gentlemen.
He's basically saying he's not going to do it. Yeah. All right.
No, but I went.
Well, don't ruin it for me either. I've never seen that show.
No, I'm not. I watched the show, right? And I was like, oh, this is really cool because it's kind of like he's a Navy SEAL and then he becomes part of the CIA. And it's, you know, kind of like one of those travel all over the Europe and Middle East kind of shows on the new one. And I was like, oh, awesome. So like I watched that and I was like, you know what? It's been years since I saw the original one. I don't really remember. I remember parts, bits and pieces.
Right.
And I went back and rewatched right after I finished Dark Wolf. As soon as I finished watching that, I went back and watched the original Terminal List with Chris Pratt as the main character. I mean, he's in both seasons, but you know that one's like his story. It's based off a book. And I rewatching it. I was like, oh my gosh, there was a couple like really big things that I was like, like it just kind of takes the breath out of you in the show.
Okay.
From the start, and then the ending of it, which really I did not remember at all. I'm not going to say what it was. I didn't remember the ending, but I can tell you that it gives you a whole different outlook on the prequel, The Dark Wolf, afterwards.
Got
And
it.
you're just kind of, it's just kind of like, it doesn't kind of compute in my brain a little bit, between the two shows and stuff. And I'll just say that, to leave that out there if for the people. But yeah, the Terminalist, Dark Wolf, and then the regular Terminalist. Definitely, if you like action-packed, suspenseful, crazy action shows, those are good ones for sure.
Sweet. I love that because it's not on my list, so I can jot
nice.
it down as something new to watch. This is something else that I would be watching without Leslie.
Right. Yes, it is definitely not a.
It's on my list now.
Yeah, show.
She can care less about all that stuff.
Yep.
My first one. Did you have any more things to say about that? By the way,
nope.
Right.
That's
okay.
Yeah. I think that's it.
I got a bunch of shares, so I'm going to jump into it. The one, it's like one of my favorites right now. It's on season 2 on HBO Max, by the way, and it is The Pit. Now, are you watching The Pit? Do you know?
I've never seen The Pit. I have not seen The Pit yet.
Okay. So The Pit is based in Pittsburgh. It's a whole day in an ER is how they do it. So each 1 hour episode is an hour in the ER, and it starts at 7 a.m. So 78 is 1, 2, 3. You have, and it goes all the way through the 7 p.m. when the night shift comes in, and each hour has its own. First of all, you get the storyline of all the different characters, right?
Sure.
The head character is Noah Wiley. You might remember from ER back in the day.
ER. No, is he the guy from ER? Like, is it the same character?
Or... No. Different character.
Just he plays it just
same
another
actor.
Doctor. Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
No, it's a good question though. And the cast around it is just phenomenal. And it's a full day in the ER. So each hour, there's different storylines going on. There's some that continue from hour to hour.
Yeah.
Like maybe like the relationships or the tenseness between the people in the relationships and things going on. And they always, like I said, I'm in season 2 right now. And they always will have something that will happen during the season where it's like a big event. Like the first season, this doesn't give really anything away. Well, it might give it away.
Spoiler alert.
There's a mass casualty event. How's that?
Oh, okay. Sure.
And so and also the day that it's July 4th on season 2. So, some shenanigans are going to happen on 4th of July.
Yes.
But yeah, so it's just crazy how they handle it, and it's the constant action. And it is very, very, I wouldn't say violent, but graphic. They show a lot of stuff, right? There's tons and tons of cutting and blood, and you see up close to certain body parts that you didn't think you were going to see up close on a TV show. And so it's a lot of stuff like that. But seriously, one of the best shows that we've been watching. Like I said, season 2 just came out. We watched it. It comes out on Thursday nights. I think we just watched the 4th episode last night. So we're still really early in on all the episodes. But it is fantastic. You talk about action in a whole complete different way, mixed in with relationships and everything. It's constant. And the show won't end like on a decent note. It's like, oh my God, we have to cut his leg off right now. And then it's like, show ends. And you're like, what the?
Credit roll.
What?
Credit roll.
You're cutting his leg.
Oh gosh.
So it ends on something drastic, but it picks back up, just moments later into the next hour. And I think it's a really cool way to film it. Each thing. But season 1's available for you out there, Billy, on HBO Max. I don't know if do you have HBO Max? Do you have all the things?
I do. I think I have all the things.
Okay. I think we both do. I thought we'd had this conversation before.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, if you want to look for something new, I think Michelle would probably like it, being that it's medical.
I don't. I think she would.
She's
absolutely. I think she would absolutely hate that.
Why
because
is that?
She had to work the emergency rooms.
Oh, got it.
It is nightmaric. Just some of the things that she said, like the things she's had to experience while working in the emergency room and residency and med school, and the things that she has seen. I could not handle it. I don't think she would like it at all. That's why she didn't go into that. Now there are some folks like my cousin. She's a doctor as well. She is an emergency room doctor. That's her calling in life. Like that's what she was made. She likes that nonstop intense. Okay, I got to be on my feet, kind of like I got to think what's next, kind of like boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 as opposed to like Michelle that she likes taking a baby and watching this baby grow all the way. You know, she's
Yeah.
now starting. She's been there so long that she's gotten, you know, to see these kids grow up and then, you know, just their whole childhood stuff like that's the
That's
kind
really
of
cool.
stuff that she loves.
I do want to say one thing though, and I think it probably would drive most doctors crazy, but the doctors who are real doctors outside the show that they've interviewed, they have said how realistic it is to literally
Oh,
everything they say is right, every procedure is correct, and they really enjoy watching it because they're not like, we would never do that, or
oh my,
that's not true, or so
oh my
that made
gosh.
it kind of. That's why I thought Michelle may get into it because all the terminologies and stuff. But I understand not watching that trauma all over again in your life.
Yeah.
So,
It's so funny because she always said, like, she watched some medical shows like House or different things like that, and she said that doesn't even make any sense. That's not even in the realm of
okay.
possibility. Like in like all these, and she said the most realistic TV show about medical stuff was Scrubs.
Oh,
That was
really?
a true story. Yeah, she said Scrubs was the most realistic show out there in the medical field, like back in the day, when she
Okay.
actually could watch some stuff. But yeah, she said that some of the stuff out there is just it's just ridiculous. But that's
Yeah.
awesome that they probably have a whole medical team on staff like that, make
Oh,
sure
yeah.
that it's not just for So that's really cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it is really cool. I thought I was like, all right, this gives this show a little bit more
Yeah, realness.
credibility and realness to
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I guess they said they have to go to like a boot camp for months before each season
Oh,
starts to
shoot.
talk about what procedures they're going to be doing on the show, how to say them.
Oh,
And I actually give these actors a lot of credit because not only do they have to memorize these lines, but they have to like say them quick. They have to be right. Has to make sense, and like
Yep.
it's super. You know, you've seen ER
Yep.
shows before. It's just chaos. And for all of them, this big, huge working cast to work together and react to all the things, it's just amazing. So,
Yeah.
if you have not watched The Pit out there, watch it. Billy, definitely watch it. You will get into
Nice.
it. You will be sucked in. I
Oh, man.
guarantee. I promise. I promise.
Yep.
All right, sir.
like-
What do you got next? What something
Okay,
else you looking
so
at?
I just finished watching. Okay, so like I said earlier, I've been waiting to watch The Chosen
Right.
with Michelle for over. Oh gosh, it's been out for so long. I think it actually came out like last Easter. Is usually when they start, because they come out they put them out in the theater around Easter time and stuff. And so we still have not watched it. So I'm going to not watch it until she can watch it and sit down and watch it with me. But
Okay.
I did start watching The House of David. It's based off of, David and Saul, and, David being anointed by Samuel to become king. And then him
What is that on, by the way? What streaming service?
That is on Amazon.
Okay.
It's also on Prime. The first season is. The second season is on Wonder, which is an offshoot that you have to pay another $9 for, off of Prime to get.
Okay.
I guess that one's more of their faith-based, family-friendly kind of movies.
Yeah.
Like but you have to have a Prime subscription, and then you have to buy an add-on subscription for Wonder for season 2. Season 2 is
Okay.
under Wonder. Season
The
1
reason I
under
brought
the
it up
normal.
is because I think I saw this preview. That's what I was like, what was
Yeah.
that on? Okay. All right.
Yes. So season 1 kind of just talks about, him being anointed, and it kind of ends with the battle of David versus Goliath. And then, of course, it deals with Saul, you kind of relying on himself and rejecting God and kind of being cursed and going crazy and stuff like that and dealing with all that. So it's like that whole, based off of like Second Samuel and stuff, like the story of David and stuff like that. And so it does take a lot of creative liberties, and it says that before every episode.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, just for dramatic purposes. Like, in the Bible, it talks about David, is a shepherd and slays like lions and bears that go after his sheep and stuff like that. There's a whole storyline of this lion like eating his mother and him getting revenge on the actual lion. So it's like not biblical, like, or I mean, I guess it could have happened, but they're taking like, story and liberties and stuff like that. And you just go into that knowing that, the broader picture is there, but the smaller entertaining show things. But I will say it
Do you
is
mean like when
filmed-
David pulls out his cell phone and you're like, wait
right.
a minute.
Wait a
That doesn't
second.
seem right.
That didn't happen. That's not in the
Yeah.
Bible. But yeah, it's shot very epically.
Oh, is
movie
it?
quality.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really, really, really well done. So yeah, I did watch all of season 1, and then I was like, oh, where's season 2? Why is it not on here? And then I found out, oh, I have to pay for a month membership, but they do give you a week. So if you've got if you're binge watching things, you can get that free week, and then just remember to go ahead and cancel it after you get it. Just go ahead and cancel, because it'll let you play it through the week, and then it'll just automatically. But if you don't do it right then, you're going to forget. You get charged $9 for a month subscription. So
Nicely done. And not only is it a great show, but it teaches you to cheat the system.
Well, they
done,
give it
Kelly.
to you. Let them do it.
I mean, there are terms and conditions, right?
Yep, they're banking on those forgetful folks.
I'm always one of those. I'm like, what is this?
Dang it.
A subscription to like turningfeet.com. And they're like, and you look it up, Turning Feet's like, it's actually Amazon, which is built under Turning. You ever had one of those things where you're like, what is this on my credit card?
What is this?
You're like, oh my God, somebody hacked it. And you look at it and you're like, oh,
Yep.
that's where I buy my socks from, or I don't know, something stupid like that.
Exactly.
That makes no sense.
Get you in trouble. What's this feet stuff on your credit card, Tim?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not into feet stuff.
I swear I'm not. Ask Billy.
No.
Oh, Billy knows. He's into it. Yeah. Why'd you pull me into your marriage?
Gosh. Don't bring me in your foot fetish.
Right now, I'm rubbing my feet under the table. No one can see. No, I'm really not. My hands are right here. Okay.
What's going on?
Okay. Can I go to my next one now? Then
go for it. Yes, sir.
Okay. My next couple I'm going to talk about actually are on Apple TV. You have Apple TV also?
I do have Apple TV. Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about the show Shrinking. Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
Starring one of your favorite people, Jason Segel,
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got the showrunner. What's his face from Ted Lasso?
Yeah, I forget his name.
What's his name?
Yeah,
Roy.
They talked about him on the news today.
Brett. Is it Brett? It
might be. I'm not positive.
Something like that. Yeah.
Don't take it from me. Take it from Billy if he gets it wrong. But Shrinking is basically the premise of the show is Jason Segel, or do you say Segel or Segel? Segel. Jason Segel. Okay. I mean, he is a therapist. He's in a psychiatry office with Harrison Ford, who's also a therapist. A lot of the characters work there. Anyhow, it starts off of the show is because he has a daughter who's a teenager, and his wife got killed in a car accident by a drunk driver. And so you kind of jump in right in the middle of his grief. Everything he's been doing wrong. He's been neglecting his daughter and getting involved in things he shouldn't get into, just to kind of numb him from everything he's doing. And that's where the story kind of starts out from. And the great thing about the show is the surrounding cast are phenomenal and so funny. And so the characters are so well written. So the neighbors have a part in helping protect the daughter and taking care of her. And Harrison Ford's Jason's boss in the show, and he's always trying to get him to get going and get out of this funk and different things like that. So it all starts off of that, and it evolves into many, many different storylines. And I think we're on season 3 right now, if I'm right. Watching it just started. It just came out with a new season. And it's very, very funny. It's very raw, but it is such a good watch that you'll really, really get into it, and you're really going to be tied emotionally into the characters and the things that happen. And I highly, highly suggest watching Shrinking if you have not. Like I said, you can't go wrong when you got Jason Segel, Harrison Ford in the cast. Just them alone makes it really, really good. And the things they tackle and it's really, I don't want to give it away too much. I want people to watch it. It's very impressive, but it is you definitely get a good laugh every episode. I can tell you that much. And you're really going to enjoy all the characters and how they develop over the different seasons as well.
I'm trying to think if I know I watched season 1. I know I
Shrinking?
watched all. Yeah, Shrinking.
Oh, I didn't know you
I'm
watched it. Okay.
I'm trying to think if I can't remember I need to go. See, this is what I do. I watch. My brain can only hold so much information, right?
Let
And
me
so
sure.
when I watch something new, it's like I delete something else, right? And so I need to go back. And if I ever get back into it, now that there's 3 seasons, what I'll do is I'll start back at season 1 and then just work my way back. I just did that with
Smart.
Stranger Things, you know. So with the new season of Stranger Things, I started watching from season 1 again because I wanted to be up to date in everything because it's hard to remember all the details and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so to kind of watch it as a whole story.
Yeah, smart.
But yeah, and so I one of my favorite things was what's his name? What's his name? It's a couple and the husband is like super preppy and nice and stuff like that. And then there's a wife, and he pulls up and there's like a neighbor talking to him, and he's like, "Hi, Debbie, how's it going?" And she's like, "We don't like Debbie today." He's like, "F you, Debbie."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was looking up his name. I was just watching it last night. It's great. Like I said, as you know now, I didn't know you watched the first season. Great characters, really funny.
Yes.
But also serious and everything that goes with it.
Very much. And it deals with a lot of obviously like mental stuff that a lot of people are going through as well. So absolutely. Yeah.
So Billy and I give it 2 thumbs up. Go.
That's
if
right.
you haven't watched Shrinking, do it. You also should definitely go out and pay for every streaming service that exists. So you have many of options to watch different things.
Thank God for just putting it on your credit card and forget it. Like set it and forget it because I don't even know what I'm paying for.
I know. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I have our kids constantly like, I get a phone call from Laura and I'm like, hey, Lauren, how's it going? Yeah, I'm just calling for the code I sent to your email so I can get into HBO Max.
Yes.
Son of a. Yeah, so they will. Your kids, just be prepared, will milk you for the rest of your life. Use your streaming
for
service.
your subscriptions. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Just be prepared for it. That's gonna happen. I'm okay with it, but still, just be prepared. You'll be used and abused for your streaming services. Okay, so speaking of Apple TV, they have, first of all, Apple TV has so many amazing shows. Their original content is phenomenal. Let's put that out there. So many good shows. But another one that I really love, it came out, this is season 2 is out currently. And it was the first season. It was called Hijack. And you really don't know in the first season. It's just, it's going to be like multiple seasons. And it's starring Sir Idris Elba. Billy let me know he just got knighted recently. So congratulations to you, sir.
Yeah.
And he, you don't know really much about him when he gets into the show, except he's got like, it's not like Liam Neeson when you got a special set of skills.
Yeah.
But he does have a special set of skills. And he ends up on an airplane that gets hijacked. I'll just tell you that much. There's so much drama that goes on it. And multiple episodes, really crazy, really intriguing. And then, he's freaking amazing in everything he does. Yeah. So that was first season. And the second season just came out. And now... well, I don't know if I should say. Second season, he gets caught up in another situation. Let's just say that. Not to ruin anything for anybody.
Okay.
And he has to use his special set of skills again. But right now, we're just kind of, it's only like the 4th episode. So you don't really know fully what's going on in the whole show right now. But definitely something that keeps you on the edge of your seat and you're going to binge. And I feel jealous for people who haven't seen it yet because you get to binge everything really quickly. And we have to wait week by week. So get out there, buy Apple TV if you don't have it. Don't say that we told you. Don't tell your spouse that Tim said you should buy these. Do it of your own will, but definitely do it. Yeah. So that's my little Apple TV block there.
Nice.
Shrinking and Hijack.
I love it.
What about you, brother?
Well, talking about a block, I'm going to block a lot of shows into this block because it is a universe, if you will.
Oh,
a universe that I deeply, deeply love. If you've ever talked to me or just you walked in this room that I'm literally in right now, you see things all over it. That is this subject. And of course, I'm talking about the Star Wars universe. And my little nerdy heart just overflows, just kind of going through and laying the foundation, a base, if you will, back into like the old Clone War cartoon, like
Oh
back
yeah.
from my childhood. Like, you just kind of go back and just kind of get the base, get your foundation. And
Yeah.
what they've done is they've taken that and it makes the prequel so much deeper when you kind of
Okay.
know all these different stories, right? So the prequels are just like little snapshots, right? And then like shows like Andor, and you got shows
Mhm.
like Ahsoka that kind of just kind of, oh my gosh, you're seeing live action things that from cartoons that you grew up and loving. And so it's super neat to kind of see these different
Mhm.
the different stories, and then they're melting it in with like the Mandalorian, which is one of my favorite. I got to start episode
Oh,
one
so good.
again and just watch the Mandalorian, and then the Book of Boba Fett, which is basically Mandalorian Part B kind of side stories, but with
That was really good, by the way. I
a
really enjoyed
deeper,
that.
yeah, with a deeper story from Boba Fett, from as a Jango Fett's son, like, and then like from the actual originals, and just kind of
Right.
like how that all came together. And then of course they have some really one-offs Disney Plus does, of just like like the Skeleton Crew. That was kind of like, it
Oh yeah.
really reminded me of, it had Jude Law in it. It kind of reminded me of the Goonies a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was just a fun space adventure, kind of like
Mhm.
not necessarily tied into, of course there's some Jedi references here and there and stuff in it, but not just tied into like the Skywalker saga, or the different things like
Yeah.
that. It's just part of that universe. And then Andor, that's where I was kind of getting to, like Andor,
Mhm.
um going from like Rogue One before to
Oh
the
yeah.
that timeline, and before, like where the original was and stuff like that, and just kind of seeing that time, just like the way that they just kind of, they take all these different bits and pieces, that if you love Star Wars and the timelines and stuff, and then you can go back and say, oh, this show takes me back here and gives me more detail in this area. And it's
Mhm.
just like, if you're a little nerd that loves this, oh my gosh, those are definitely binge-worthy shows. And
Yeah,
and
for
there's
sure.
there's different websites you can go through, and if you wanted to say, give me the exact viewing timeline of the Star Wars
Oh
saga,
yeah.
because it'll tell you like, okay, you need to watch this episode of Clone Wars here, but this movie here, and then you go on to these episodes, and just like, you could watch it chronologically. There are
Oh,
websites out there. But yeah, so that's kind of like my Star Wars block, and taking
all
all
right.
these shows that are part of that universe.
I love it. I'm gonna give you another block. I'm gonna call this my Paramount Plus block, and I actually have
Ooh.
four shows to talk about.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Um,
come on.
and so I'll get through them quickly though. The first one that I really love, it just ended of season 2, is Landman. Now, have you seen Landman before? I'm
No, with
talking
Billy
about,
Bob, I've
yeah,
seen
Billy Bob
clips of
Thornton.
it, because yeah, they were talking some crap about Nick Saban in the season one, so I saw clips of it. I was like, yeah, not for me, not
Not
for
my
me.
show.
Yep.
Not my Nick Saban.
Yeah, that's
Back
right.
off.
Yep.
Anyhow, it has to do with him working in the oil industry
Yep.
and all the intricacies that happens in these oil fields and the politics
Mhm.
behind it, and the money, the amount of money is insane
Mhm.
with oil, obviously, and how that works, and his relationships with his family and his kids and his people he works with. And it's a very, it can be funny. It's very intense
Yeah.
action, a lot of great characters in the show that you would love. Um, and like I said, season 2 just finished. So if you haven't seen Landman yet, you should definitely check it out.
Okay.
I'm trying to go through these quickly, so I'm not giving you all the detail in the world, but yeah, you will really love Landman. I promise you that. Then there is also Tulsa King. Have you heard of Tulsa King? With
Yes, I've
Sylvester Stallone?
seen. Did I finish the first season? I know I definitely started one. I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
I might have finished
So
the first season.
right now it's the season 3 just ended
Yeah.
a little bit ago. And so this has to do with Sylvester Stallone. He's the main
Mm-hmm.
character, but he was in like the mafia basically, and
Mm-hmm.
then he took himself and put himself in prison for the welfare of the rest of the crew, I guess you could say, and like
Yep.
took the blame.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in jail for like 30 years. And he finally gets out, and basically the family that he was part of has completely written him off.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he's trying to get back to what he was doing there in New York, and they ship him off to Tulsa, saying like,
Yep.
go out there, see what's out there, basically, see what you can
Mm-hmm.
do with it. And he does. He gets out there and pretty much makes it makes it his own,
Yeah.
and finds his new ways to make money and what he makes money off of, and protection type things. And
Mm-hmm.
the characters on the show are so fun to watch. He's great. His character is amazing, playing this mobster guy
Yeah.
out in Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that the businesses that he gets involved with, great characters. I'm trying to think who else is in that show that people would know. Probably not a lot of people. Not
Wasn't there was Samuel L. Jackson do it because they were going to do a spinoff, right? With Samuel L. Jackson, or am
Oh,
I
they
just?
were. I
I
don't
think
know.
so. I think he was based out of New Orleans on his.
Oh,
Maybe I don't know if that's
I
true or
haven't
not. I'm
seen
not.
it.
Maybe I remember
Oh,
reading.
I would like to
I,
see that. That sounds really good.
yeah, it's kind of like part of the universe, and he would have some back and forth. I could be completely off, but yeah, don't quote me on
Okay.
that. But yeah,
I won't. Thanks for interrupting me on something that's not even
Sorry.
true. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but Tulsa King has lots of action to it. You're going to see a lot of gun battles. You're going to see stuff with drugs. You're going to see stuff with them running all kinds of schemes and things like that. But you do fall in love with the characters. You fall in love with Sylvester Stallone's character. I'm blanking on his name. I don't know why. Maybe I should have written this down before. It doesn't matter. Go watch Tulsa King. There's 3 seasons of it out. I promise you'll get hooked. And again, it's written by the person who everybody loves, who did Yellowstone, which is
Tyler or Taylor.
Taylor Sheridan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he does this. He does Landman, Tulsa King. Like pretty much anything he does is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
It's really the writing and everything he does with it, and develops the characters that you're going to love. So there is that. There was also a show that was out, and it ended probably, I don't know, right before Christmas. It was called Little Disasters, and it was a series. And
Okay.
the premise of it is, and it's very binge-worthy, and you'll get hooked. The premise is it's this mom who everybody else perceives as like a super mom. She has it all together. But she's like super stressed out on the inside, and she's like very ADHD and trying to make everything perfect all the time. And something happens to her child. I think it was her son, and he has to go to the hospital. And when they're at the hospital, someone says, well, this thing doesn't look normal. We're going to have to call in basically like Child Protective Services to come take a look. And the person who does it is one of her best friends, who's a nurse at the hospital. And everything they go through, because once you know the stories about people get called child services on, you don't just get in and out of that. That's a long period of time of investigation and monitored visits and all those things that go with it. And it is very, very, I don't say mysterious, but it's like a thriller in that way. It's a lot of different clues you got to piece together. And I don't want to give too much away again of the whole story, but you will be hooked. That's the premise of it, and everything that she's got to deal with her friends and her husband and her kids. And it really strings you along to whodunit type situation. You get hooked on that one really, really well as well. Really well as well.
Really well as well. That's right.
Really well as well. So check that out also. And there's also one that I'm watching currently. I started watching it when I was in New York this past weekend. It stars Andrew Lincoln. If you don't know who that is, he was Rick Grimes in
Walking Dead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he's in a show called Cold Water, also on Paramount Plus. The premise of this show is, and it's still going on right now, like the new episodes I think just came out today. He is it's a lot different than the character he played on Walking Dead. This guy's a very passive stay-at-home dad type. I'm like very passive. And it starts with he's at the playground. They live in London with his 2 kids. His older daughter's playing on the play set, and he's pushing his younger son on the swing. And then this kid comes up, this kind of bully kid, and says, get off my swing. This is my swing. You gotta get off right now. And he's trying to shield him like, no, it's okay. And very passive. and the dad of that kid comes up and says, you can tell he's like a big bully type guy too.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Trying to tell them whatever. He takes his son and he slaps him across the face like really hard. Well, there happens to be a mom next to Andrew Lincoln's character, and she goes off on the guy. Says, "What are you doing? We should call the police." And this guy ends up basically assaulting her. And Andrew Lincoln freaks out and doesn't do anything and just flees. Like, that's his character, and he has all this trauma. So from that, they have to move to somewhere completely different. They move to Scotland to kind of get away from all that. And when they get there, their neighbors are very, very mysterious. There's some things that happen with the neighbors in the neighborhood. And the characters combine, and it's very, very well written, and it will string you along. It's very addictive.
Oh my gosh.
But it's intense though. There's a lot of intensity to it, especially that opening scene when all that stuff goes down. But it's really weird seeing him in this role of being just like this scared guy when, you used to see him on The Walking Dead. It's just him punching and killing all the zombies, and the craziness with him being that leader. Completely different thing, but I promise you Cold Water is something you also will get into. That's what I'm binging currently, and you will absolutely love it. Paramount Plus for the win. That's starting to be one of my favorite streaming services, by the way. They're putting out some really majorly, really, really good content. So,
I just got a thing about them. They're going up $1 next month on my email. Paramount Plus. Yeah,
Sons of Guns.
Yep, we're going to charge you an extra $1 every month. I'm like, come on now. I'm
still
going to pay
that extra $1.
I'm still going to pay it, but it is what it is.
Maybe I can get my kids to pay the extra $1.
That's right. I'm going to need y'all to cover this, y'all.
That's how we'll do it. Every time they have like an uppage in price, you guys are going to do that, absorb that cost.
That's right. That's right. Oh man.
So that's my Paramount Plus block. 4 great shows.
Very nice. Well, I'm going to take you to a pretty huge, another nerdy block of mine.
Ooh, tell me.
Yes, also very well represented in this room that I'm at right now, and that is the MCU. That's right. Yeah, and Disney Plus and some of their shows. Now, it all started with back on Netflix when they came out with the Daredevil. And then they kind of built like a whole darker universe. Like it was on Netflix, and Charlie Cox played, Daredevil, and just gets you hooked, like that kind of grimy, and then they brought that universe over to Disney Plus and the MCU, and you're starting to see these same characters over there now.
Yeah,
and it's super cool. And so I started, like I said, I watched it years and years ago, so I had to go back and start all the Daredevil series, whether it's Hawkeye or Echo, all these things that are just kind of in between, the old Daredevils and then Daredevil Born Again, and they're about to come out with season 2 of Daredevil Born Again, so I got to, stay up to date with all my shows, because that's something about the MCU. It's one huge storyline within 18 other storylines, I guess.
Yeah.
It's kind of. Yeah. But other Marvel shows, I absolutely love Loki. I mean,
man.
I mean, and they're integrating, it's movie quality TV shows. I mean, and they have some that are not, that are just but Loki was fantastic. I love Loki season 1, season 2. I really liked Agatha all along. If you're more in that spooky kind of Halloween vibe, that one was great. And that also kind of plays into one of my favorites, which was WandaVision. Of where the first Marvel Disney Plus show that kind of came out, and it was like, oh my gosh, I got to watch this, kind of things, where it kind of all started and stuff like that. But just kind of going into the MCU and watching these. And this is, I think Tim's also going to talk a little bit about this next show that I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, go for it.
Is just came out. I've watched all 8 episodes. It's basically a love letter to actors. That's kind of how I would say it was.
Yeah.
And it's not really your typical superhero show, but it's called Wonder Man. And the premise is you have this actor. They have they have passed a law, and they go into details why, where superpowered people cannot be in movies because they had an issue. Let's just say Josh Gad is missing. Poor Olaf, we don't know where he's at in this world because of a situation that happened. And so you have to sign a contract saying, I'm not a superpowered individual in order to be an actor or actress in Hollywood or
Right.
just in life. And so you have this one guy, and he's just been trying to kind of, hide his abilities and stuff like that. And he's just like, but it kind of explores him becoming an actor and or just kind of going through the things. And then he has superpowers, so he's kind of hiding it. But then they go back to, if you remember, Iron Man 3 with with Sir Ben, what's Kingsley?
Yep.
Yeah, his character is he's an actor and stuff as well, and so it's kind of like almost like a buddy show sitcom, just about buddies and kind of them partnering up. But he's being made to, but he also really ends up caring for him and stuff like that. So it's like not your typical Disney Plus superhero Marvel show, but definitely worth binging. And so I just finished that. How about you?
Same thing you said. It's such a really different one. This one's more, I think from what I saw before, this one was rated and reviewed higher than WandaVision. And WandaVision was like one of their premier things they ever did on Disney Plus, making individual shows. That was like the standalone best ever. This is rated that way. I don't know if it's better than WandaVision, personally, myself. I like
WandaVision better. Yeah.
Yeah. But I've only made it through, I think, episode 5. So I still have a few more to wrap up. But yeah, it's a fantastic, everything that Billy said about it. It's really good. You'll love it. The characters are really good. And it's not people you're used to seeing all the time. There's some people in there you'll recognize, but a lot different. Yeah. So I'm excited to see how it wraps up. It's a really, really good show. Good old Wonder Man.
Yeah. But that's the MCU for me in a nutshell. Definitely stream worthy.
Let's see. I'm gonna go over a couple quick. There was a show on Peacock called All Her Fault. I don't know if you saw that, Billy.
No, never seen that.
Probably in the last couple months. That was super binge worthy. Basically, it's a mom who works and she goes to pick up her kid, and at the babysitter was supposedly dropped off at this house. The kid's not there. They can't find the kid anywhere. He's now missed. And that twists and turns into all kinds of different things. But the premise of it's called All Her Fault. It was because she's the mom and she gets blamed because she's the mom, basically.
Right. Okay.
Like, why didn't you know about this? And why didn't you do this? And why didn't you do that? And like all her people around her are judging her and making things up about her and stuff. It's a very nice, intense thriller. It's going to make you want to like take a big bite of like every episode, and you don't want them to end. But good thing about it is all the episodes are out, so you can go binge that. Very, very great show. All Her Fault. You will love it. And then on Netflix, there was a show just came out. We just watched it towards the beginning of this year. It was called His and Hers.
Okay.
The main man in he's a detective. He's the guy who plays the Punisher. He's the character for the Punisher.
Sure. Yeah.
I forget his name though.
John. Is it John?
It's John something or other. Bottom line, it's him, and there's another person who is also involved in this small town. There's a murder of somebody who's very well known there, and being in this small town, there's a lot of people who are connected to it. You got the guy who is like a sheriff. You have his wife who's like this big reporter, but they are kind of separated because they have a loss of a child. And every episode, it's one of the things where they always shift the focus to like, oh, it's this person. Oh, no, it's that person, like who did what. And I think that's a good way to string people along in the shows. They do a really good job of that. I will honestly say it kind of stalls in the middle a little bit.
Okay.
But the ending you won't see coming. That's what I was saying.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Very,
and they
very
totally
good.
redeemed themselves.
Totally redeemed himself at the end. Yeah. It's a really good show. So you would like that on there. So check that out as well.
Gosh. Okay. So I'm going to talk about 2 real quick.
Go for it.
One I didn't even just you saying John, what's his face, the Punisher, reminded me of this one show that's not even on my notes, but I absolutely love, and I've watched all this. It's The Bear. He was
The Bear is a great show.
The Bear is a fantastic, especially for somebody who loves like cooking and fine dining and stuff like that. If you've ever watched, with Jamie Lee Curtis, that one episode with the Thanksgiving, it takes your breath away. Just know that. Oh my gosh.
Just know that. Yeah.
Just know that. If you know, you know. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Bear was
gosh.
awesome.
Very dramatic. But one of my shows that I have loved watching is Reacher. Have you seen Reacher?
Oh yeah. Love Reacher.
I mean, they actually get him right because they get Alan Richardson, like big dude, right? Finally, like a 6 foot plus person, not Tom Cruise. That wasn't Reacher from the novels at all. It's just like, awful. Tom Cruise wants to do, that was not Reacher. Now, Alan.
So Reacher is based off a character named Jack Reacher from the books from the author Lee Child.
Yes.
And they are fantastic books. If you've ever listened or read them, Jack Reacher is a badass. And they, like Billy just said, they finally got the best representation for this character. And it's so good. Yeah.
Reacher's awesome. All the seasons are based off a different book and phenomenal. But yeah, it's just like, it's just kind of like he's solving crimes, but he always gets himself in these situations where he gets right in the middle of things. And he's got a
great team around him as well.
Yes, absolutely. And he's former military, just kind of roams, he carries his toothbrush in his pocket like somebody else I know.
Like me. I wish I was as badass as Jack Reacher. I'm looking up something for the name of this character really quick.
Me.
It's
I have a toothbrush. I'm Jack Reacher because I have a toothbrush in my pocket.
I wish I was Jack Reacher. Well, I have a couple I'm going to go over really quickly before we wrap up our final segment coming up. And one of them is a show that's on TLC, and it's called Balin Out Loud. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. She has Tourette's. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So her name's
I follow her on TikTok.
Yes, and so she got very popular on TikTok for sharing her story about living with Tourette's. Now, a lot of the tics she have does come across as funny, but that's not the whole point. She's trying to show what it's like to live with somebody with Tourette's and what it's like for you on a daily basis, and how she used to be in a very, very dark place and very depressed. And she goes through all these different issues. And so they have season 2 who just finished last year, right before the end of the holidays. And it's all about her and her family and her with her fiance. And with this, like, her family's crazy. The dad is so intense. Like he's very, and I'll just tell you one thing that happens in an episode because it's not that big, huge of a spoiler. The dad's like he's a really like built guy, and he does a lot of stuff with carving with wood and making things and stuff. And so one day the boyfriend of his daughter Balin comes, and he wants to talk about asking for her hand in marriage, basically having that conversation. And he's so intense and so protective of his daughter, which I love, that he's standing out there at this table, and like in front of him is like 3 chainsaws. And he has the guy come up and talk to him there. He gets so flushed and scared. He's like, oh my God, if this conversation, I need to do that. If someone asks Lauren for a hand in marriage, I need to be standing with like machetes, and I need Billy to be behind there like cleaning his shotgun. Like I'll get you. Tim doesn't. I'll get you. I need to have that kind of intensity. It's really funny. It's an extremely funny show because the family has so many different personalities. There's lots of brothers and a sister and everything that goes on with that. But it really highlights also the things that she goes through. And the things she can't do and things she can do as well. It's not a big sob story, but I can't do this. It just shows how she overcomes a lot. Great series to stream. I would say maybe not watch it with your kids so much because a lot of her tics are vocal things that have cussing in them. And now they bleep them out and stuff, but it's just something she can't control. So you'll hear her say a lot of things a lot of times. But definitely something to watch. Very entertaining and very thought-provoking, too, about watching people go through stuff like that. And the last one is a show just came out on Prime, probably within the last 3 weeks, maybe. It's a show called Steel. and it stars Sophie Turner, and Sophie Turner is the person who was in Game of Thrones who played Sansa Stark.
Yeah, she was married to the Jonas brother there for a minute.
Exactly. For a hot second, they were married there. Yeah, and so she's the main character. The premise is they work in this big investment firm, and all of a sudden these guys show up, and like she works in the back part with the trading and technology and stuff. All these guys come in with guns one day and do this massive takeover of the office and have to get her and one of her colleagues to transfer all like these billions of dollars out for them to steal. And it starts like that, and then it's on for like the rest of the season about what happens behind the scenes, who's involved, and the craziness that goes on between it with all the characters and stuff. Very, very good show. It was number 2 in the country there for a while on Prime. So it's free at least. You don't have to pay for this one. I mean, you have to pay for Prime, but sometimes Prime, like you said before, has the upgrades where you have to pay for something else to watch it. This is like a Prime original. Steel, fantastic. You'll be hooked starting it right away. So
nice.
Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. All right, Billy, we've come to the time of the show, things I'm excited to talk about. We're going to talk about shows that we've binged before, and we keep going back and binging them over and over again. So I'm interested to hear about the ones that you do this with. I think I have one. I know one definitely for sure because you've talked about it many times on the podcast, but I'll leave that for you to talk about, Billy. So what do you got?
It's so funny that, you know, just this week, probably for the, I don't even know, 10th time, just over time, I've started from episode 1 again, and I'm almost done with the first season. I've been watching every day for the last few days The West Wing. I started The West Wing over again.
Yep. I knew that was going to be it.
I absolutely love that show. It's just, I mean, so I'm taking it back because it started back in like the late 90s and just like before the internet really became the internet. And so they're kind of dealing with all that kind of stuff. So it's just neat. And it's just, I don't know, if you like political dramas.
Yeah.
Can
I tell you,
really
I've never
cool.
seen The West Wing yet.
Man,
but I am going to start rewatching it, or just watching it, period. I'll probably watch it at night or stuff. Based upon your recommendation. How many times have you rewatched this show though?
I think this is like number 10. And what did it was because it just moved back to Netflix. Okay. And so it was like right there, and it was like flashing. I was like, oh yeah, because it was on HBO Max. They had the rights for a few years now. And I was like, oh snap, it's on there. So I might as well, and right back in it now. Now
how many seasons are there, by the way?
There are, so there's 4 years. Is it 7 seasons, I think?
Okay.
I believe it's 7 or 8 seasons because they go through every 4 years. They go through every year. And so the last year's like the last season's more of a like re-election. So it's kind of like in between the new guy that's running for president, the campaign, and then also, you know, the president that's kind of like a sitting duck, lame president as well, kind of dealing with all that kind of stuff. And so that's the final season. I will say there is one episode. It's called The Long Goodbye. One of the characters, her dad has Alzheimer's. It's brutal. And I will say when I get to that episode, I'm actually going to skip. I know exactly what happens. I usually don't like skipping things, but it's one of those that, you know, it's probably kind of when you go back and say, what's the lowest rated episode on this season or this series? And The Long Goodbye is always like the last, like one of the lowest on The West Wing. Whereas The Lost Sister on Stranger Things, kind of things like that. But I'm back in it. I'm back watching The West Wing. It's kind of like a comfort. I know what's going to happen, but it's still kind of like, it's one of those like, oh, could things change? Or, oh my gosh,
it's crazy when you rewatch something and you're like, it's going to happen, but you wish something different's going to happen, even though it's not, because you've seen it 10,000 times. Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely. But just kind of also finishing off, and for me, something I watch almost daily. It's kind of training, and we're going to go more into this. So I'm not going into details. I'm just going to lay it out there because it is something that I am binge watching, because we are going to talk about it actually, I believe, next week. And it's a really big thing.
Yeah.
It's a really big thing. Like I said, I'm training. We'll talk about it more. but that's Survivor.
Dude, just leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Leave it at that, because there's so much more to talk about. And we'll actually be having a special guest on the Survivor.
We will. I'm really excited. We're going to have our first guest actually on the show next week.
Somebody who else is obsessed with Survivor. And and we won't say who it is until it's time.
That's right. What about you, sir? What are some of yours?
I have 3 that
Okay.
people rewatch all the time. First one for me is The Office. You've heard me talk about The Office. Absolutely obsessed. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Mhm.
Like you, I have seen that whole series probably like 10 times or more.
Yep.
I just can't get enough of it. So The Office is something we'll always throw on and watch for a good laugh. We will rewatch The Middle.
Middle.
Middle is one of our favorite shows ever. It just makes us laugh so hard, and it's just so like relatable for like poor families growing up going through stuff. So that's what gets me a lot too. The characters are great. That's something that so what we'll do is, like, let's say we watch one of these intense shows at night, right before Leslie goes to bed. She's like, "Can we watch something fun real quick before I go to sleep, so I don't like go to bed screaming in my nightmares?" So Middle is always one we'll kick on right away. And then speaking of people who have passed away recently, Catherine O'Hara, so sad, but we watch her in Schitt's Creek as Moira Rose all the time. So in rotation, we'll rewatch Schitt's Creek, The Middle, The Office over and over and over again. It makes us laugh, and it's the good thing about these episodes. It's like you can actually kind of play on your phone and watch at the same time because you know what's going to happen. Kind of like you were saying about The West Wing, like you know what's going to happen, so you can kind of like be
detached.
Like partake, detached. That's probably the best way to say it. But it still passes the time, makes you laugh, and it's not too serious. So those are the 3. I have many movies I've watched 1,000 times, but for the 3 consistent things, Office, The Middle, and Schitt's Creek, absolutely fantastic.
I was talking to Michelle about this episode, and I say I'm not going to mention anything about The Office or The Middle because I know Tim's going to say something about them at some point. And there you go, I nailed it.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for the end to jump in there with that. Oh man, yeah, but all good shows. This was a really kind of fun episode about what we're streaming, and I like that you brought up things before that have already ended. I was trying to keep things close by, but I do like that you brought up some stuff that ended a little while ago as well. But definitely binge-worthy, like Loki. Whew, so good. So good. Before we wrap up things today, we have a very exciting announcement. Right, Billy?
We do.
Something we've been, we've been doing this now for just a little bit over a year. We celebrated a year on Halloween. We've worked really hard. We've evolved a lot. We've changed things a lot to make it better for you guys for listening and for viewing, and just the quality of production that Billy puts into the show. And it's really paid off for us. So we just hit this week. Are you guys ready for it? We are now part of the 20,000 download club. I mean,
heck yeah.
I mean, Billy, isn't that super exciting? I get so pumped seeing that.
Yeah, it is. And it's really cool because that's the people that hit download, not just the listeners, because we have more listeners than that.
Streaming
but
and
people,
stuff like that.
Streaming. But the ones that actually download our actual episode, they hit that button and it's saved on their phone. So that's a really nice deal. That's a pretty big deal.
It's a really big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys, Billy, I've been telling him like every week. All right, Billy, we're like 300 short. All right, Billy, we got 18. We need to knock this down. Like I've been tracking it like crazy. I've been super excited to get to this number. Like I said, we've worked hard. This takes a lot of time, especially Billy's end. He does all the editing and the production behind it. So I really appreciate everything you do for it to make it look so good and sound really good as well. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So like I said, we've worked really hard to make it better for you guys, and we couldn't do it without you. So we're very thankful for our listeners and our downloaders. And I can't wait to see the next goal we hit. How fast can we get to 25,000 after this?
That's right.
Downloads are picking up every week, more and more downloads. So here's the thing. As many downloads as we have, we've had over 20,000 downloads. All right. Now, I don't think we have 20,000 listeners. We have a lot of listeners who've downloaded it 20,000 times. But with that being said, we don't have a lot of new written reviews on Apple Podcasts. We need some 5 stars on there. We beg every week, please, 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 please take the time. Do we need to bring back our $25 gift card giveaway?
I think we might have to. Come on.
I mean, if you all want some incentive, if you do a review, we'll do a drawing for anybody who does them. We'll give away $25 on Amazon for you. And like, connect with us on Facebook. Billy says it all the time. Like, we want to know what shows you're binging. We really, really want to hear from you. So please reach out to us. We absolutely love interacting with you. And Billy's told you so many times, when we get one comment, it's like we've climbed Mount Everest. We celebrate like it's the best thing that's ever happened to us. Because it is, right, Billy?
It is. Yep, it is. It means the world to us. For sure. But yeah, just go reach out to us on Facebook. We're also on Instagram. You can leave a comment there, or TikTok. Hit the follow button, and then of course you can watch this whole video on the YouTube. Where every episode is there, so you can go back to the very first and see just the differences over the past year.
How we've evolved. And the evolution will always be a thing. Will always be a dynamic thing and not a static podcast. Changing what we can to make it better. I did see a stat. Somebody asked, like, do you think that the podcast world is just so saturated now that there's not enough listeners to go around? And I was like, you know what? That's a really good question. But they showed a thing. They said, there could be, I don't know the number. I'm just making up a number. Okay. Let's say on Apple Podcasts, there's 10,000 podcasts out there. Maybe there's more, maybe there's less. I forget the number. But they said only of those, only 9% are actually active podcasts who are putting out episodes consistently every week. I was like, all right, so we're one of the small percentage who are continue to do it and show up, because so many people start podcasts and you'll look and it's like one episode and then they're done, or two episodes and they're done. Yeah. And some of those people have the best name of podcasts out there, by the way. So if you got a really good name podcast, go and get rid of it. You're not doing anything anymore. Move on so someone else can have it. Anyhow, it has nothing to do with us. But yeah, so I'm proud of that. I'm proud that we're in that small percentage of the thousands of podcasts out there who are producing and putting out weekly content and being consistent with it. So I'm proud of that. Well, like I said, this was a fantastic episode. We had a lot of fun, and we hope you guys did too. And we can't wait to have you back again next time for yet another amazing episode of All the Everything Podcast. Have an amazing week, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, y'all.